So yeah, God just want to know, is you going to get something done? God don't want to look at you like you lingering around based on the expectation of shit. You might as well go finish shaking hands with the devil. God can't fuck with you like that. You have to be motherfucking careful in this bitch. Because once God look at it like, damn, it's a whole bunch of procrastination and all this motherfucking shit because you're waiting on a certain outcome or something like that. God look at that like that's ugly. God want to see you into something because it's something you love. And as long as you finish it, that's energy. That's energy. You always want to have the energy. Because our mind don't know the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. It just know the energy behind it, like the colors and shit. Not what you think you're saying and these lost meanings behind it, the energy and the color. So when you finish something, you're showing the universe and God that you're walking around with a floating completion cloud. So anytime you direct your energy into whatever you want to do, it would manifest with that energy you're adding with it, completion. Anytime you're sitting somewhere in minutes and seconds throughout the day and hours of a whole bunch of incompletion, that's a cloud you're carrying with a whole bunch of other shit you carry throughout the day. And anytime you try to jump into a situation you actually want, it still manifests with the most percentage level of energies you're carrying with you. And if you got a whole large procrastinating energy and shit you want to do, but you never follow through all the way with it all the time, that's the cloud you got. So anytime you try to direct that to a thing that you want, the thing that you want is always going to manifest as incomplete. You not fully reaching that goal. You not being able to obtain it. Whether the situation externally play out in some manner where it separates via person, place, or thing, or your spirit create a self-sabotaging situation where you could play victim, but really spiritually, deep down, it's you not being ready and your spirit knowing you're not being ready. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep that in mind too. It gets deep in the spiritual world when we do shadow work to be able to observe ourselves in this motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oasis. But yeah, so y'all got to keep that in mind in this motherfucker. And at the same time, when we start to talk about chakras and shit like that, and energies and being fulfilled, right? This is how you do it and shit. And you have to participate in being unfulfilled and being satisfied with being unfulfilled at the moment and utilizing what you have. Be a person, place, or thing, or group of people. You know what I'm saying? And don't be so lost into thinking you need so much more before you present yourself in any type of attribute that every now and then, whatever you present yourself in, be created by the shadow government. And they already have a familiar way of something supposed to look and what's needed in order for you to be seen right in that perspective. And a lot of times we'll place ourselves docile in a procrastinating state to obtain a lot of these things before presenting ourselves with our own creativity. And this is a way how you let the shadow government rock you to sleep too. Because you ain't got no individuals actually around you to motivate you or around you that's into the same thing that you're into. And the shadow government is making that more harder and harder for that to be possible. So keep that in mind also. And this motherfucker shit. So when we start to talk about the moon get ready to go into Gemini,